Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well. There are a few new people, subscribers, friends. So, for the record, my name is Allie Burke. I'm a schizophrenia advocate. I am the CEO and co founder of the Stigma Fighters nonprofit organization. I am a communications professional, and I am currently attending the University of Arizona to obtain my journalism and mass communications bachelor's degree. So hello, welcome, thank you for joining me on this journey. I am now 35 years old. Obviously I didn't make a video on my birthday. Like I said, I might do. I was spending the day with my dad, so it was a great birthday weekend last weekend. I got to see my mom and my brother. He took me to brunch on the water. It was amazing. I got to see my dad, and then when I got back to work, they put together a gift basket for me with all my favorite things. It was absolutely amazing birthday. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you to those who wished me a happy birthday. One subscriber had the same birthday as me, so I hope you had a lovely birthday as well. 35 years old. It's kind of a big deal to me. I had mentioned to a friend when I turned 25 10 years ago that I wasn't sure that I would make it this far. And I know that sounds really depressing, but people with schizophrenia die early. It's just the facts. I have struggled with suicidal ideations ever since I was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. I still have them today occasionally. For those of you who are not aware, people can have suicidal ideations and not actually be suicidal. So no, I'm not suicidal. Yes, I'm fine, but I do have the thoughts in my head. So 35 is a big deal to me. 35 years is a long time, first of all. And second of all, schizophrenia is really hard, and it's really a joy and a testament that I made it to 35. So yeah, really happy. I was interviewed by another YouTube channel today. It was a great interview. They asked a lot of great questions about stigma fighters and my journey with schizophrenia, and just a bunch of great stuff. So it was a great interview. As soon as it is posted, I will link it for you guys. I understand that it's going to be a while, but as soon as it is, I'll definitely let you guys know. Alright, so we're going to do Violet Midnight another before today. It's a short one today, and I was going to do before and chapter 4, but it looks like chapter 4 is kind of another long one. Actually, you know what? There's a break in the chapter, so let's do that. Let's do before, and let's do the first half of chapter 4. Okay, for those of you not aware, I am reading Violet Midnight, which is a paranormal romance. It is my debut novel, and it's also a best-selling novel on Amazon. It's not available right now. I am currently trying to get all my books republished, but as soon as it is, I'll let you guys know. And if you want to get caught up to the story, see my previous episodes or YouTube videos on this channel. All right, so before. You're not coming in with me? Jane asked Annabelle. Annabelle looked down from the cliff where they stood. No, Jasmine and I, we have issues. As soon as the words were out of her mouth, water from the edge of the lake miraculously splashed 10 feet into the air, swashing over Annabelle's body. Her clothes were drenched and her hair was pasted to the side of her head, slicked with moisture. Jazz, Jane exclaimed, scolding the water below her. Ignore her, Annabelle said. Go on, hop in. Jane dove in and swam to the middle. She submerged herself underwater, closed her eyes, remembering Annabelle's instructions. Just concentrate. Think of Rosemary and release the negative energy from your body. Feel the electricity in your head. Feel it pulse side to side, temple to temple. Push it out. Use your arms. Don't lose your focus. Jane opened her eyes as the violet sparkles floated away from her. She felt her body go mushy all over. She swam towards the broken-up aura, her strokes lazy and slow. She relaxed for a moment, using her mind to rid the complete exhaustion overcoming her, and used what strength she had left to do the opposite, to call the purple cloud back to her. Once she felt the security of the aura attached to every inch of her, she let her muscles rest, her body giving in to the fatigue. She tried to feel satisfied that she did on the first try, but she was so tired. She didn't move, not sure if she could if she tried. As she hoped that she could hold her breath long enough to regain her strength, her body floated upwards without any effort, like a low cloud lifting her high up into the sky. "Thank you, Jazz," she said, quiet enough so that Annabelle wouldn't hear. All right, so that's the before. Let's move on to chapter 4, or at least the first half of chapter 4. Okay, here we go. Jane woke with the start several hours later. She found that she was lying in the middle of the hallway, arms out. She let her arms fall and discovered that there were little claw marks on the walls. She must have scratched them while she slept. She let out a long sigh and lay on the carpet for a moment without desire to get up just yet. Meow. Jane tilted her head back and found her brown tabby cat next to her head. "Hey, Parker, I haven't seen you in a couple days. What's up?" Meow. "No, I have no idea what just happened. Are you hungry?" Meow. "All right, help me up." Parker jumped over Jane's head and landed weightlessly on her stomach. He walked to her feet, lightly bit her big toe, and moved his paws backwards like he was trying to drag Jane through the house. She giggled. Meow. All right. Jane got up and stood still for a moment to be sure that the lightheadedness wouldn't stick around. Satisfied that she could walk, she went into the kitchen. Jane retrieved the cat food and poured it into Parker's bowl. Parker was a gift from Annabelle. Shortly before she died, she brought him home for her. Parker was a very unique pet. He seemed to know her. He knew when she needed comfort and when she needed space. Parker came and went as he pleased. Jane was used to him. They were used to each other. Jane set down the bowl. Before Parker ate, he looked up at her and meowed again. "You're welcome." Jane went down to the hallway to her bedroom. She changed into some purple and turquoise flannel pajama pants and a plain white t-shirt. She put some socks on and went into the bathroom to wash her face. Once she was all cleaned up, she went to the living room. She opened the purple curtains covering the window and looked outside. Still dark. She looked at the clock on the wall. 2:00. Jane didn't like regular cake. It was so dry, and the frosting on top of traditional cakes was gross. It was like pouring sugar on top of bread. It tasted very fake. With cheesecake, the sweetness was meshed right into the creamy deliciousness. Delightful. Too bad she wouldn't have any cheesecake today. Jane considered the hallway adventure very odd. She never slept at night, ever. And that man, he was lovely. She reminded herself of the way he smelled, something deep, like a woodsy smelling incense, burning bright, little twirls of gray smoke leaping from the wooden stick, mixing into the air to combine all of the elements of the night. Jane quietly laughed at herself. Her imagination was out of control sometimes. Everything about this man excited her as she thought of him. She wondered if he was real or just a fantasy. Regardless, she couldn't wait to see him again. Alright, so of course there's a cat in the book. I have 2 cats. I love cats. I'm obsessed with cats all the time. So, yeah. Funny story is Parker is the name of my second cousin, my cousin's son. And when she read the book, she thought it was hilarious that the cat was named Parker. So, anyway, that is the first half of chapter 4. I always say this, I will try to come back soon, but it ends up just being once a week, so I'm sorry about that. It's tough with work and school and stigma fighters and everything that I have going on right now, so but I'll try to come back soon once again, and I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you have a nice weekend, and like I said, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.